Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you, be gracious to you. Lord turn His face toward you and give you peace.
యెహోవా దీవించి కాపాడునుగాక, తన సన్నిధి కాంతితో కరుణించునుగాక. నీ వైపు తన ముఖమును చూపి శాంతినిచ్చునుగాక.
கர்த்தர் நம்மை ஆசீர்வதிப்பார், அவர் முகத்தை நம்மேல் பிரகாசிப்பார், நம்மை காப்பார், கிருபையால் மறைப்பார், சமாதானம் தருவார்.
அவன் தயவு என் மேலே, என் குடும்பங்கள் மேலே, என் குഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾ மேலே, என் சந்ததிகள் மேலே. அவன் சாநிധ്യം நம்மிൽ, என் அருகில், என் பிന്നിல். அவன் தேஜஸ் நம்மை மூடிடும், அவன் என்னும் நம்மோடு.
तुझ पर हो और हजारों पीढ़ियों पर तेरा घराना, तेरे बच्चे, उनके बच्चों के बच्चे, उसकी आत्मा आगे चले, तेरे पीछे तेरे संग रहे, तुझे घेर ले, तुझ में रहे, वो तेरी ओर है, तेरी ओर हर शुमार है. In the evening, in your coming, and your going, and your weeping, and rejoicing. He's for you, 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 He's for you.
Pambansang Awit ng Pilipinas.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Marby Hamel Darbandi, Chairman of the Department of Physiology, and today I will be your host for this glorious event. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all here. The Gulyas College of Medicine is proud to hold this year our very first white coat ceremony for the incoming fourth-year student, conducted today via Zoom online platform of the 31st July 2021. This ceremony is momentous tradition in the field of medicine, illuminating the significance of the transition from theoretical-based learning towards actual clinical hospital exposure. We are very proud and honored to welcome this batch of aspiring physicians into the healthcare profession. And without further ado, for the opening remarks, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Nino Ismael Pastor. He is a public health specialist, epidemiologist, and RD specialist. He is the author of various publications relating to public health and clinical epidemiology. He received his medical degree from Gulyas College of Medicine and trained as a public health specialist in applied epidemiology. He is the current Dean of Gulyas College of Medicine. Let's welcome our dearest Dean, Dr. Ismael Pastor.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening in whatever time zone you are currently in. If you are in the Philippines, we will use the Philippine Standard Time. If you are west of the Philippines, you will add the number of time zone to the Philippine Standard Time to estimate your time zone. And if you are east of the Philippines, deduct the number of time zones you are east of the Philippines. Welcome to this white coat ceremony. This ceremony will now introduce you formally to the medical community, to the health community of the Philippines and elsewhere. For the last 3 years, you had been students and doctors from different institutions came to you either physically or virtually and introduced to you concepts about the practice of medicine. After 3 years of theoretical studies, in the next couple of days, weeks, or months, you will be exposed to the practical and application of the medical theories you have learned the last 3 years. And in so doing, you will interact with the different health professionals if you go face-to-face, and with the different specialists if you go blended or virtual. In actual physical face-to-face rotations, you will meet a lot of people who are members of the health community. nurses, midwives, medical technologists, x-ray technicians, etc., etc. We want you to be identified as a new entrant into the community of doctors. And this process will be established by celebrating your wearing the coveted blazer, the coveted white coat that doctors inside hospitals, health facilities, and health centers wear inside these health facilities. These will identify you as a member of the health community. The white color representing purity and hope, because that is exactly what you will be given to your patients. The white coat is a symbol of purity. It is a symbol of attitudes that will enable you to practice efficiently and effectively medicine. And as I had been telling you in many of my speeches, you will need the proper attitude in order to transact well in the business of medicine. The practice of medicine is a business, whether you like it or not. And that is why probably you want to be a doctor, because you want to conduct a business. But you have to have the proper attitude. And that attitude is represented by the color white. Purity of intentions, purity of performance and skills, purity in knowledge. Because the practice of medicine is a transactional business. If you do not represent yourself well before your patients, there will be no patients in your clinic. And I have seen a lot of high-performing doctors in school who had no patients because they did not know how to transact and what proper attitudes are associated with the color white. Do not tarnish that color. If you do something that is not within the purview of the practice, the theoretical purview of the practice of medicine, be brave enough to admit that, to maintain the purity of the color white. If you transact with your patients in this way, you will have a lot of patience. People will come to you whether you like it or not. And then the business of your medical practice will succeed. I have seen doctors who knows in the purity of their heart and behavior how to transact with patients. And believe you me, patients line up as early as 4 o'clock dawn just to have an appointment with that doctor. Unfortunately, because of her practice, she never got married. She was married to her profession. And I left Manila, believe you me, she had 80 to 100 appointments a day. At 400 pesos a patient, can you imagine her income? That was because of the purity of her transaction with patients. So you are about to celebrate the wearing of your white coats. That is a representative of the practice of medicine. Be pure, be honest, do well, transact well. Remember this ceremony as the first stage in your slow entry into the medical community. Thank you. Be safe, be healthy, and have a nice day.
Thank you for the wonderful and inspiring message, Dr. Pastor. For our next speaker is Dr. Jose Juan Rafael G. Laico. He received his medical degree from the University of the Philippines College of Medicine in 1991. He did his internal medicine residency at the Lincoln Medical and Mental Health Center in New York. And he did further training in neurology at the Westchester Country Medical Center in New York. He is a fellow of the Philippine Neurological Association and a member of the Cebu Neuroscience Society. He is currently an active consultant at Chonghua Hospital and Cebu Doctors University Hospital and a visiting consultant at Perpetual Sucor Hospital. Dr. Laico is a passionate academician. He is an assistant professor at the Cebu Doctors University College of Medicine and is currently an academic consultant here at GCM. Let us all welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Laico.
Good morning to all who are gathered here online for this auspicious event in the academic lives of our GCM students. And good morning also to Dr. David Pillay, Attorney Joseph Badwell, Dean Nino Pastor, Dr. Jason Yu, Ms. Katrina Pillay, and the rest of the academic and administrative staff of the Gulyas College of Medicine. I'm honored to be given a chance to impart my 2 cents worth again to our fourth-year clerks. So, what is the big deal about a white coat? Okay, it's just a white garment that most medical professionals or medical personnel wear. And that, my dear students, is why it is a big deal. It is what doctors and other medical personnel wear in front of the patients. It signifies that you are part of the medical team of the hospital. No, you are definitely not doctors yet. That's not far off, but you're not there yet, okay? In fact, when you enter the hospital, you will probably be the lowest on the totem pole among all the medical personnel, definitely lower than even the nurses. Your role is not even as specialized as the med tech, but this is where all the doctors start. But you don't just have your foot in the door, you're now in the room. You are now part of the medical team taking care of a patient. And being part of the medical team brings expectations and responsibilities. Everyone in the hospital has a role. Your role is defined for your level, but within that level, you can make it as big or as small as you want it to be. You might think, oh yeah, what's the big deal about taking blood pressure? Temperature, heart rate, respiratory rate? Anybody can do it. The nurses can do it. Many, if not all, hospital personnel can do it. Maybe even a midwife or manang or the nurse's aide. You may be right, but this was the task given to you. Other people have their jobs and their own responsibilities. Do you want them to take yours? If you don't do it, somebody else definitely will. That job has to be done. Do you think doctors can manage patients without knowing their vital signs? Do you even realize how important a good monitoring is? All patients, whether critical or not, are sick. And as long as they are in the hospital, they are the hospital's responsibility. We need to know if the patient is getting sicker or responding to treatment. And we may not even know everything that is wrong with the patient. Any patient can crash at any given time. Monitoring is vital for every patient in every hospital. If you don't want to do it, then you just lost your value to the hospital and you lost your chance to learn. The hospital did not take you in because they want to teach you out of the goodness of their heart or their altruistic desire for all students to learn. You can feel a need, and the hospital would even get paid to let you in there. You are actually cheap labor to them, okay, in a manner of speaking. It's not really their responsibility for you to learn. It's yours. But you have to do the job you are given, or you become more of a hindrance than an asset. Once you are given a task, it is expected that you will do it well. If you don't know, ask for help. People will help you whether they want to or not. It's not just for your sake, but for the sake of the patients. Don't pretend to know something you don't. Someone else will suffer and suffer for it more than you do. And usually it will be the patient. Do not abandon your tasks. You will be abandoning your team and your patient. Of course, monitoring isn't all that you will do. If you are lucky, you will get to insert IV catheters, Foley catheters, nasogastric tubes, and all the other exciting things that residents and attending physicians now dread doing. It isn't called scut work for nothing. But it was exciting stuff when I was a clerk. Right now, I can't even remember when the last time I inserted a Foley catheter was. But I did insert an IV catheter a few years ago, and I'm still good at it. I had to try because nobody else could get it in, including the interns and nurses. Of course I got it in. Booyah! I still got it. It was actually satisfying that I was able to do it. But once every few years is enough for me, we have interns and clerks to do that for us. I did say that your job can be as big or as small as you want it to be. It is up to you to increase your participation by learning about the patient and their conditions. If you don't understand something, read about it first and then ask your resident or your attending physician about it. Sensible questions are always welcome. And reviewing the facts of a case always helps think through all the aspects of it. There are always many aspects of a patient's illness, and a few questions may keep some less vital but still important things from getting overlooked. Now, if you want to just stand quietly and watch, that's okay, just as long as you do your assigned job. Now, what did I say was your main reason for going to the hospital? The hospital wants you there to work, but you went there to learn. It's up to you to learn what you can from each patient. Every patient is different. You can see 100 patients with congestive heart failure, and you eventually probably will. Now, if you pay attention, you will notice that they all present with their symptoms in different patterns and different timelines. Some will be very sick, and others will be critically ill. Some will respond to treatments, and others will need different management strategies. Most will live, but some will die. Even if they have the same diagnosis, you need to learn from all of them. It's not like in the book where they are all the same. You have to make the effort to learn from each patient. As I said, if you don't understand something, read first, then ask. Even if you already read about it, always ask. It may not be what you think it is. You will have a large variety of patients to learn from, and you will have to take advantage of it. At this point in time, you can still learn from patients without having the responsibility of whether they live or die based on your decisions. You're just not at that level yet. Now is the time that you can learn from what other doctors do and learn from their successes and failures. You still have that luxury. Once you get your license, any consequences will land on your head. Use this opportunity and freedom to learn well. And because you are learning from the patient, remember to respect your patient. Respect goes both ways. If you want the patient to respect you, you have to respect them too. As I have said in the past, it is a privilege that you are even allowed to touch them. I was once admitted to the ICU, and even when I was very sick, I didn't just want anybody to be involved in my care. That included watching the nurses and the interns carefully. All patients feel that way. Whether you are the doctor, the nurse, intern, tech, or clerk involved in their care. But even if they are dissatisfied, they may not show it, especially the poor Filipinos. If you do your job poorly, patients will feel hurt. And part of a physician's job is to make sure that the patient is comfortable, even if you can't cure them. And that applies to every member of the medical team, including you. And part of the job of all medical personnel is being able to communicate well with the patient. Not just verbal language, but also watching for emotional and behavioral cues that will allow you to understand the patient. You need to communicate well with the patient for you to understand them and for them to trust you and allow you to be part of the treatment. Regarding verbal communication, you need to learn language that both you and the patient can speak. More specifically, you. You can't expect the patient to learn a foreign language just to talk to you. You can't always expect an interpreter like in the Miss Universe pageant. The hospital just doesn't have enough personnel to spare for you to just have an interpreter. If you need to learn Cebuano, then learn some of it, just enough to get by. I had to learn Spanish when I was a resident in the South Bronx. I actually only saw one white patient in the 2 years, or in my first 2 years there. My Indian and Romanian colleagues had to learn Spanish too. I have friends who trained in Japan for just 2 months, and they needed to learn Japanese too. It's all just part of being able to do the job. Now, as I said before, learn as much as you can from all your patients in all your rotations. Don't just think of, what time is it? Can I go home now? Enjoy being in the hospital. Stay as late as you need to finish your tasks, including learning. Most especially, don't think that, oh no, this patient is going to be a difficult one. Managing difficult patients will teach you a lot. Do all the mundane tasks, even if it is just cut work, but you will learn from every experience. Even now, you should think and carry yourself as professionals. It is what the patients expect when they see the white coat. And as professionals, you should always try to do every job well. Thank you.
Thank you for the meaningful and inspiring message, Dr. Laiko. Let's us move on to our ceremony proper. Our Associate Dean, Dr. Jasmine Freiberg, will present our beloved faculty members. She received her medical degree from Maham College of Medicine, Cebu City. She did her family medicine residency at Chonghua Hospital, wherein she was the chief president. She is also a diplomate in Philippine Academy of Family Physicians. Currently, she is a candidate for degree of Master of Arts in Health Professions education in Xavier University. Furthermore, she is affiliated to Chonghua Hospital, Department of Family and Community Medicine, Women's and Children Community Hospital Incorporation, and a visiting consultant at St. Vincent General Hospital. She has a various publication in the Filipino Family Physician and is active research mentor in CHH and WCCH. She is also a volunteer in the Cebu Medical Society free telehealth consult for COVID-19 and CHH free vaccination center. She previously served as medical director at Vicente Gulias Memorial Hospital and assistant dean of the International Student Unit and head of the Medical Education Unit at UBGCM. And currently, she is now our Associate Dean at UBGCM. Let's welcome our glamorous Associate Dean, Dr. Jasmine U. Freiberg.
Gulias College of Medicine academic heads. We have Dr. Nino Ismael Pastor, Dean. Yours truly, Associate Dean. We have Dr. Riza Antoinette So, Vice Chair of Medical Education Unit. For department chairs, we have Dr. Rodolfo Roman Bigornia, Department of Internal Medicine, Dr. Maria Lucila Ilano, Department of Pediatrics, Dr. Sean Euclid Gandhi Espina, Department of Surgery. We have Dr. Michelle Marie Villegas, Department of OB-GYN. We have Dr. Albert Christian Bourbon, Department of Anatomy. We have Dr. Ian Hinaldo, Department of Microbiology and Parasitology. We have Dr. Marvi Hamel Darbandi, Department of Physiology. And we have Dr. Mason Hamel Darbandi, Department of Biochemistry and Nutrition. We have Dr. Maita Mojado for Department of Pathology. Department Section Head, we have Dr. Cecilia Mabalatan, Section Head, Physical Diagnosis. Dr. Loida Cheryl Paelnar, Section Head for Histology. And we have Dr. Glenda Basubas, Section Head for Psychiatry. And Dr. Victoria Bael, Section Head for Neurology. We also have faculty. Our faculty, we have Dr. Eleanor Alvarez, Dr. Evangeline Andeza, Dr. Alvin Buranday, Dr. Maricel Edmilan. We have Dr. Leia Lafuente, Dr. Carlos Layesi, and Dr. Angel A. Gabriel. Thank you.
Let's move to our most awaited event, the actual donning of white coat. As each senior clerk name is called in group of 8, kindly turn on your camera and ask your loved one to assist you in wearing your white coat.
Abadingo Janie Beverly, Abasana Divyesh, Abdul Samath Nazia Shifana, Abin Sarita, Abubakar Johania, Acharya Dron Kedarkumar, Achawanitkun Prach, Asidre Carly Jane. Adhikari Jitendra Kumar, Aditya Anindita, Adolfo Oliver Anthony Combate, Aguhar Maria Lourdes, Alagala Sharon, Alapan Francis Lemuel, Alen Sonorin Melanitis Leda, Alingan Hanya Saira. Alip Dwight Esmero, Amancio Saira June, Amirthabel Chandia, Anbuselvam Innocent Jonathan, Ansari Julaya Mohamed Faizan Shafiq Ahmed, Ansari Kaishar Alam, Anthony Rintumol Mataparampil, Apat Anabea. Arkay Betelgeuse, Arenilia Maria Divina Grace, Arokyam Kalayarasi, Arokyam Tamilarasi, Aradaza Raisel Luis, Arumugam Yuban Prakash, Athalamudu Karunanidi Tenmozi, Avisado Daniel Gid. Azini Hipuram Srihari, Babaria Hiral Parsotam, Bakala Pamela Bianca, Badi Vahid Hussein Usmangani, Bala Chandar Devananda, Balabagno James Bryan, Balasubramanyam Lata Mugesh Rajaan, Balatiko Bea Elise. Balbin April Gem, Baldania Arjun Gopal Krishna, Balyaran Ayala Jane, Balu Srinath, Bandarupali Priyanka Chowdhury, Bangahon Christy Perlin, Banuag Lady Alexa, Barbachia Raghu Prabhatbhai. Barochia Badal Kishorbhai, Barochia Marshal Kishorbhai, Bashyal Amrit, Baskar Prasanna Bharati, Bedanyo Apple Kritan Jain, Beherano Ian Jan Belangel, Bicoy Alia Angelica, Bolisay Maria Lois Emmanuel. Bologna John Christopher, Borja Marela Ann Mendoza, Briones Sheila Ann Marie Villegas, Budha Magar Sadiksha, Bumtaria Yash Vinodbay, Bura Divya, Kabanag Charmaine, Cabanyero Daryl, Cacho Nina Angelica, Kalipusan Joshua, Cardenas Elva Natasha, Catalon Tatiana Pia, Chaco Jibin, Chand Anas Muhammad Ali, Sandran Carol Josephine Punita, Chana Raya Patana Priyanka Vasanta Kumar. Chaudhary Rutul Mukunbai, Chaudhary Kena Jayantibai, Chauhan Siddharth Arvind Bai, Chipa Jai, Chijioka Onyemechi Samuel, Ching Geneva Rose Mora, Chaudhary Rajneesh, Chaudhary Rekha. Chozaka Nanda Kishore, Colyantes Maynard John, Dahiya Aditya, Danyo Mary Angela, Danyo Sheena Jane, Darji Ashish Kumar Hasmukbai, Das Sugata, David Jennifer Ann. Dawood Sulaiman Mohamed Ajas, Depaz Nikki Jean Galing, Debnath Shaswata, Del Castillo Harvey Gurley Geraldine, Delgado Ian Dave, De Los Reyes Gracel Joy, Devaram Chaudhary Mahendar Kumar, Devendiran Mohan Raj. Devunuri Manasapriya, Damelia Anuj Devrajbai, Danabal Harini, Danwal Radhika, Dar Mrinmoy, Dharmaraj Abish, Doralia Ujashkumar Versi, Dimakuta Rania Mangorsi. Dobaria Dvarkesh Kantilal, Dobaria Prajay Maheshbai, Dodia Parthsin Pravinsin, Dumaub Siti Shaliha, Dorias Maria Jet, Elango Vignesh, Eliazar Jenica, Eliogo Reshana. Emadi Vasavi, Engkong Lenzi Jael, Escatron Guada, Espedang Azil Marie, Estrada Crystal Mary Paciente, Falorina Princess Anne, Fohas Arvin, Francis Philip Minoo. Gabani Sanket Pankajbay, Gabilagon Vincent Christian, Gadang Joyce Aliguyon, Gaglani Rushi, Gahera Himanshu Dinesh, Galaura Reggie Jean, Galo Earl, Gamotin Dia Jenilyn. Ganansyal Chardin Kosare, Gangula Prasad, Gaviloria Charlene Angela Segre, Henetiano Adrian Vincent, George Selvamary Sagaya Helan Mary, Gale Nisha, Nana Selvan Jehuin Dani Melchid, Go Carla Christie. Godhani Harsh Jagdish Kumar, Gogiredi Sanjiva Reddy, Gohel Akash Vajubhai, Gojia Jaydeep Ramshi, Gojia Vishal Kimjibai, Golapali Sahul, Gopalakrishnan Yogesh, Govindasamy Selvaraju Ajay. Goyal Mohit, Gudapati Anishvi, Guja Yogesh, Guju Dana Lakshmi, Gundu Devi Prasad, Pinakini Kundinya, Gupta Vaishnavi, Habibur Rahman, Muhibur Rahman, Harik Krishnan Bharatwaj. Javier Rasma Abdul Majid, Hong Joshua Charles, Hongayu Menelo, Hunal, Hussein Hamza, Haider Sharif Vasifa Sharif, Ibrahim Muhammad, Incorporado Eric Kate. Indwar Suhail, Jadav Ankit Kumar Jivanbai, Jadeha Digpalsin Vikramsin, Jadeha Yuvraj Baratsin, Jagadisan Hemalata, Jagadisan Prasana, Jagtap Shardul Rangnath, Jam Fayaz Akbarbay. Jamalpur Akshita, James Devanelson, James Jain Kundilan, James Jerusha Evangeline Priyanka, Jani Janvi Parimal, Jasani Gina Kiritbay, Havelosa Sherwin James Poloho, Jaya Chandran Pavitra. Jayani Vidhi Vijaybai, Jayaraj Jehin Maria, Jayaraj Nivetan, Joel Christopher Jense Sumi, Joel Raj Anand Selvaraj, John Peter Ruby Jayam, Joseph Agnes, Joshi Ayush Vipulbai. Joshi Bhavin Mukesh Kumar, Joshi Nirav Sharad Kumar, Kakarla Lavanya Surika, Kakad Pranjal Vijaybai, Kalapurakal Suzanne George, Kalatia Dvani Jaisukbai, Kalu Ram, Kalvat Sajid Musabay. Kanagaritinam Vignesh, Kaneria Abi Rajendra Kumar, Kaneria Parth Kumar, Kaneria Piyush Kumar, Kanan Danush, Kana Perumal Abinantan, Kantiok Jessa Dauda, Kanzaria Yashkumar Rudabay. Kanzaria Amit Gansyambay, Karunanithi Ragavi, Kasundra Arun Mahesh Kumar, Kayambu Ramakrishnan Velmurugan, Keshawala Nalin Kumar Govindbay, Kambalia Pradip Gabarubay, Khan Muhammad Fazil, Ko Shanet Hani. Klubsri Chokdi, Kochera Gikwad Venkata Prakash, Kodimela Himaja, Koilpilay Chislonin Kirubayraj, Koilraj Raruti Royce, Kumana Mercy Rachel, Kopera Sai Prasana, Korat Darshil Rajeshbai. Kosit Jiranan Nachapol, Kotak Maitri Paresh, Kuhail Farooq, Kukadia Dipuben Tejabay, Kumar Akshay, Kumar Ankit, Kumar Satendra, Kundu Debtaru. Qureshi Amit Hanifbay, Kurian Steffi, Lakani Vishvesh Kiritbay, Lalitambigay Gachapati Kertekaa, Lamigo Flo, Lamigo Genevieve Surila Genevieve, Lamson Curtis Andrew, Lanzaderas Marleri. Larsomsri Warong Chanok, Lashkari Rutvik Kaushikbay, Lathia Ruchit Chandresh Kumar, Lavinia Vanessa Marie, Lawan Candy Donna Sasing, Lane Gian, Lenin Kumar Barath Prasad, Lim Pamela Therese Alvarez. Limbadia Dharmesh Ganeshbay, Limbani Pranav Sharadbay, Lobrigas Shamir Shrif, Loganathan Priya, Lokesh Namratha, Lucero Chris Mark, Lumbani Yash Pareshbay, Makarampat Mosmera. Madala Yeshwant Kumar, Madala Angle Winnie Debura, Madula Sai Krishna Reddy, Mahadev, Makwana Kalpesh Vital Bai, Malek Suhail Gulam, Maliwad Anjali Ramabay, Malik Amrin Banu. Mandal Ajay Kumar, Mandola Sonalba Baratsin, Mangahas Al Pasqua, Mankad Saumya Jignasu, Manoharan Avinash, Mano Opaschay Jitapa, Mansi, Marate Abhishek Nimbaji. Marak Charles, Maslamama Amir Hussein, Maxilom Chloe, Medabalime Jyoti Priya, Meta Anushka Paras, Mekapotula Chandra Varun, Mendoza Judy Ann, Mermida Ann Morin. Meta Rishith Reddy, Michael Gunasekaran Tamilinian, Michael Pandyan Elango, Christy Brighton, Niego Ina Claire Marie, Milton Puja Milton, Mishra Uttam Kumar, Mistry J. Kamlesh Bai, Miyahara Kasumi. Maud Parth Rohit Kumar, Mogul Kevin Bonga, Mohammed Rebai Gani Mohammed Afsar Ali, Muhammad Nur An, Mohammed Ajmal, Mohammed Nawaz Pasha, Mohan Divya Bharati, Mohanraj Shiba. Mohanty Debasrita, Muvendran Krishna Sankar, Mori Darpen Subashbay, Mori Jayendriben Kalusin, Mori Niranjan Jayeshbay, Muhiya Jean Lutambwe, Mungara Sayujya Hitendrabay, Murali Harish. Murugan Roshini, Murugan Santosh, Musahari Shenana, Mustan Amal, Mutiya Punraj Manoj, Mutwarasu Kalaivani, Nabil Shah Abdul Hakim Sija Bivi, Nathani Nirav Zaverilal. Nakube Desire Hama, Nire Purat Vishnu Mohan, Ninama Arkesh Laxmanbay, Notiyar Muhammad Salim Abdul Kadar, Nuogu Goodness Chinecherem, Ojo Iyanuolua Esther, Oliverio Rizel, Omoyibo Uruemuvogo Sherina. Ong Mikey Shani Tish, Osman Zara Ise, Oza Devang Vipulbay, Paidakula Nirmala Ramachander Rishikesh, Paigalan Dane Derek, Paipa Banlang, Paketanang Itipol, Palani Shanmugam. Pambar Deep Nilesh, Panchar Saloni Mukesh Kumar, Pandey Aadyoti, Pandyarajan Saravana Kumar, Pandya Harsh Subhash Chandra, Parihar Kaushik, Parihar Piyush, Parmar Aksini Devendrabay. Parmar Daisy Jashubay, Parmar Himanshu Somabay, Parmar Pradip Kumar Baldevbay, Pasipon Wipanan, Patani Urja Imtiaz, Patel Abhishek Gordhanbay, Patel Chintan Kumar Bhupendra Kumar, Patel Druti Rameshbay. Patel Digvijay Sanjay Kumar, Patel Dishant Vikrambay, Patel Harsh Hitendrabay, Patel Harsh Manoj Kumar, Patel Jaimin Kumar Dilipbay, Patel Jaimin Kumar Rajeshbay, Patel Mayan Kumar Nareshbay, Patel Milind Kanayalal. Patel Parth Bharat Kumar, Patel Pujaben Chinunbay, Patel Prajibahen Pravidbay, Patel Priyank Vinay Kumar, Patel Punit Madhubay, Patel Purav Pinakinbay, Patel Raj Ajay Kumar, Patel Ria Praveen Kumar. Patel Rohan Kumar Pravinbay, Patel Samay Ravidrabay, Patel Shreyash Kumar Samodbay, Patel Tila Kumar Pravinbay, Patel Tirth Jagdishbay, Patel Tushar Kumar Narendrahay, Patel Viraj Sanjay Kumar, Patel Yash Lalitbay. Patil Nandini Ramakant, Patil Raghav, Patrick Joseph Emmanuel, Patubo Efami, Paulraj Densi Sofia Rani, Pautong Amir Jacob, Pendela Niteshnan, Perumal Selvan Vasudev. Pongtiko Nawal, from Kamin Patchanita, Pilay Vaishak, Pimentel Jix Raymond, Pocot Gino Lawrence Basilio, Pombuena Crispin, Ponusami Praveen, Ponraj Christine Raj. Potula Snehit Reddy, Pradip Kumar Chandra Jyoti, Prajapati Anund Kumar Ishwarbai, Pulmones Paula Katrina, Puthen Purayil James Abhishek, PD Mukund Yadav, Kihano Kem Rachel, Rabari Piyush Jairambay. Radadiya Prakash, Raghuvel Manibarati, Raj Atulya, Rajan Anjali Shankarlal, Rajapra Harish Jagshibay, Rajasekar Rakesh Kumar, Rajasekar Jerslin, Rajendran Ramya. Rajkumar Akash, Raj Purohit Rakesh, Raju Puvizi, Ramachandran Ajit, Ramachandran Venusja, Ramadurga Prakash Pritish, Ramamurthy Iyapa Dinesh, Ramarajan Abinaya. Ramasamy Maragatharani, Ranpura Rushit Devendrabai, Ratan Singh, Rathina Sabapati Logesh, Ratod Kamlesh, Ravi Jaculin Amuta Berin Ravish, Ravi Gopinath, Ravi Chandiran Madhumati. Ravi Chandran Aravindan, Ravit Chandiran Ragul Sekar, Regu Aravind, Regidor Rani Ruth, Retuya Mary Love Clemente, Rokaya Prakash, Rosialda Kimberly, Rubia Carmen Sofia. Saimha Barvin, Salani Darshan Sanjay, Salapudin Fairoz, Saldon Marie Camille, Salia Basha Kasim Basha, Sam Satyamoni Blessing Sara, Samir Kumar, Samud Diswari Manan Aravind. Sanchania Pritiben, Sanka Sai Munish, Sansuk Manok, Taren Sayan, Sarmiento Vinsville Jan, Sarvaya Rohit Mansuk, Sansukiya Darshan Keharbay, Satyamurthy Nishantini. Saus Ranzel Ann, Savani Jadip Rajubay, Segismar Mary Jernet, Sekar Niveta, Selvakumar Bansan Philip Abhishek, Selvam Pritha, Selvaraj Ferlin, Selvaraju Kamalnath, Sembrano Isaiah Martin, Senjalia Abhishek Gordanbay, Setawanich Setapat, Setipali Hari Prasad, Seti Muniraj Abinash, Shah Bhavika Banu Prasad, Shah Dhruvi Mehul, Shah Parth Mukesh Kumar. Shah Vandit, Shah Vandit Nitin Kumar, Shanmugam Praveen Kumar, Sharma Anubhav, Sharma Aryan, Sharma Pankaj Kumar Devendra Bai, Sharvirala Manisha, Sheikh Sahin Banu Momad Hanif. Shingadia Malvika Jayantibay, Shuit Pornsupa, Shri Apurva, Shukla Nisarg Atul Kumar, Sinaon Zaira May Suganob, Singhal Salil, Singvi Harshwardhan, Sinha Surab. Sobita Selvan Jijo Sobita Amal, Soda Deep Jai Prakash Bai, Sola Darpita Bipin, Storatia Bumit Basantray, Soto Cynthia, Srihari Jayesh, Sri Tasak Jetnipit, Sri Tasak Tidaporn. Surakanti Samant Reddy, Sutradar Aradana, Tabiliran Nico, Tarakayu Natawut, Tarpada Mayur Barat, Te Muhammad Hisam, Tejano Hizkail, Takar Jal Jatin Kumar. Takar Yash Jagdish Kumar, Tangavel Manikan Daraja, Tanjabur Varatarajan Gauri Prasana, Ilay Chidabaram Arut Jyoti, Tokala Sharath Kumar, Tota Harita Sai, Tunga Sai Kiran, Timbadia Hitesh Ganshambay. Hugh Danny James, Tiwari Babu, Toreno Ermin, Torrevillas Ira May, Trivedi Saloni, Ughok Loveka Altea, Ulaganatan Prasant, Utekar Manish Sunil Kumar. Badakan Anthony Rose Maria, Vaghasiya Mayur Bupatbay, Vagela Manisha Dineshbay, Vagela Ruturaj Harshad Sin, Vaja Akil Kumar Rajabay, Vala Jaidip Kala, Vania Sudip Kumar Ratnabay, Vasani Vaibhav Bharatbay. Vastarpara Kushal Govindbay, Vasvelia Krishna Nadlal, Vatepu Blesina, Vaza Jignasa Vajubay, Vediti Nikita Prasad, Virasami Minakshi, Vetru Brahma Reddy, Vijaya Natesan Nabilan Rajkumar. Vijaya Singh Jagad Hesing, Viramgama Deepak Masuk, Virosel Tony Ann, Wetchayan Sitisak, Wijit Narwedon, Wilson Adline, Yadav Priya, Yadav Rajesh Kumar. Yadav Virender, Yanamadala Priyanka, Zala Param, Zeta Jemina Grace, Zula Nirali Vishnudan.
And for the appreciation speech will be delivered by our outstanding student and fourth-year representative, Jibin Chaco. Let's give him a round of applause.
Success is a journey and not a destination. Hippocrates once said that wherever the art of medicine is being loved, there is also a love for humanity. Respected Dean Dr. Nino Ismail Pastor, Associate Dean Dr. Freiberg, the department chairs, my valuable doctors, SASE and ISU Director Dr. Mila Omaruya, management staff, administration, my fellow senior clerks, and to each and everyone who is taking your precious time to listen to me. Myself, Jibin Chaco, the representative for the incoming clinical clerk batch. A very good afternoon to one and all. This day that has come is of a very special importance to all of us, and it's none other than the white coat ceremony for the senior clerks in Gulias College of Medicine. The white coat ceremony is a ritual in the College of Medicine and other health-related field that marks the students' transition from the study of preclinical to clinical sciences, and it typically involves the formal coating of students. This is a transformational journey to becoming physicians, and the white coat ceremony marks an important milestone on this path. The presentation and cloaking of the white coat is a symbolic mantle of the medical profession and confers a commitment to the cherished values of being a physician as to humanism, compassion, altruism, leadership, excellence, and devotion to the well-being of others. According to history, the first ever white coat ceremony was conducted in the year 1993, and it said that physicians adopted the white coat as a symbol of purity in the beginning of the 20th century. At the heart of these ceremonies is a recitation of the student oath, a pledge to uphold the same values of integrity, professionalism, and scholarship. The clock is a representation of competence, communication, caring, curiosity, character, and community. The white coat ceremony is a celebrated experience as students in medical college enter to their highest level, and as in the normal face-to-face setup, the ceremony is supposed to be conducted in the presence of the entire college team, along with family, guests, and even with the other members. And the students are welcomed into the medical community by leaders of the medical center and ceremonially cloaked with their white coat. And since this time we have the pandemic, we will have it virtual. And let's keep in mind that nothing can prevent us from having the progress. My friends, as we all know, education is the most powerful weapon and which you can use to change the world. And hence a well-versed medical education to bring the impact as medical doctors. Let's take a moment right now to turn back to the former time we started the journey. As from the right beginning, from deciding the seamless career path to enjoying success in our life as a senior clerk was not an easy one. But facing all those difficulties and reaching towards success after so many hurdles is the greatest experience for a medical student in his or her life. The life of medical student at the time of their course learning is very stressful and filled with lots of obstacles and hurdles. Sometimes we often get stuck in this never-ending maze. But to re-energize medical students from the curriculum overload and strenuous working hours, we need constant motivation and inspiration. And I believe our doctors, who are our core mentors over here in Gulias College of Medicine, were very instrumental in playing this game along with the rest of the team in the college. The real taste and passion started with humble beginnings in our life in the College of Medicine, with the very first year in MD1, then MD2, subsequently junior clerkship, and eventually to this stage of being a clinical clerk. Medical education improvement in Gulias College of Medicine has produced significant movement from a process-driven approach with a focus on essential requirements by time to an outcome-based model with a focus on explaining relevant competencies and selecting the experiences that help learners achieve them. Ladies and gentlemen, medical students need the support of more effective advising and mentoring that focuses on increasing their skills as self-directed learners, and we are glad that Gulias College of Medicine has been a prime factor in providing all the necessary opportunities to be one and is still on the higher count. Let's all hold to the vision of GCM to be a top medical school and to be the home of globally competent and compassionate physicians dedicated to excellence and to service to communities worldwide. With this mission on research, instruction, extension, and values, with the core value of being healers, such as to humaneness, excellence, accountability, leadership, empathy, surveillance, and service. Last but not the least, with the goals and objectives, I believe we can envision each one of us to be the best in GCM, and that's how the history moves. Let's all promise now to ourselves to do our best, and one day we will be someone's hero. Keep in mind, guys, not all angels have wings. Some have stethoscopes, and so we do. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness, in fact, is the key to success. If we really love what we are doing, we will be successful for sure. The real truth and reason for being a senior clerk and the moment has been extensively possible by the countless help from our parents, family, and obviously the entire team in Gulias College of Medicine. I take this time to thank extensively our CEO, who is none other than Dr. David Pillai, our Chief Executive Director, who is Dr. Jason Yu, the Dean, the Associate Dean, to all my committed and dedicated doctors, the academics, the SSA, the ISU, the library, the ICTD, the laboratories, and all the secretaries, and not leaving the registrar, and to each and every single department in this institution for making this to happen. And we all owe you in Lord. Above all, I thank the Almighty for His never-ending grace and blessings to make us to be in this position of what we are. Let me now conclude my speech with the most inspiring quote that can be the most powerful weapon in this journey. That is, when we ever feel quitting, we must always think as to why we started. With this, wishing each one of us all the best and God bless. Thank you and have a nice day.
That is such a heartwarming and inspiring message. Chaco, thank you. And it is now time for the senior clerk to recite the Hippocratic Oath to be led by Dr. Vince Edward Araneta.
We'll now be doing the modern version of the Hippocratic Oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me, that the world may know. Most especially, must I tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my powers to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. So congratulations to all the incoming senior clerks, and also to Julia's College of Medicine for this first white coat ceremony.
for the congratulatory message is from Dr. Riza Antoinette So. She received her diploma of Doctor of Medicine from the University of Santo Tomas with a distinction of magna cum laude. She did her internal medicine residency at the National Kidney and Transplant Institute, where she was appointed as a chief resident. And she also did further training in adult nephrology at the same institution, serving as a chief fellow. She is also a fellow of Philippine College of Physicians and a Philippine Society of Nephrologists. Currently, Dr. So is our Vice Chair of the Medical Education Unit at UVGCM. Let's welcome our charming Vice Chair MEU, Dr. Riza So.
To the Dean, our esteemed keynote speaker, faculty members, and most especially to our soon-to-be colleagues in the prestigious profession of medicine, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard-earned accomplishment of making it to your 4th year of medical school. This is not an easy feat, one of which involves countless nights spent poring over books and hours spent listening to lectures, while the rest of your friends are establishing careers or starting families. Take a moment to sit back, reflect, and be proud of yourselves. Be proud and look forward to entering one of the most exciting and well-respected fields that exist since the beginning of time. The word congratulations originated from the Latin term cum, which means together, and gratulare, which means give thanks or show joy. On this special day, we have gathered together to give thanks and show joy to you, our beloved senior clerks. However, your long and winding medical journey was not embarked upon alone. Your triumph is owed to significant individuals who have played big roles in helping you reach this pinnacle in your medical career. It is only right that you also congratulate them and give thanks to them. Give thanks first and foremost to your God. He is the sole reason of your existence. This is the path that He has paved for all of you. Be grateful to Him for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to serve Him through serving others. Next, give thanks to your parents and your family. They are your pillars of strength in times of hardships and tribulations. They gave you support and made adjustments in order for you to reach your dreams. Your achievements are equally theirs. Lastly, give thanks to your beloved teachers and mentors who have painstakingly shared their knowledge and expertise with you. Take grace in their works and efforts and honor them in all your future endeavors. Today is the day your medical life begins. Today marks the day when you're officially granted the privilege to heal and save lives. Celebrate this day and make it count. Congratulations and the best of luck to all of you. Wear your white coats with both pride and humility to the profession.
Thank you, Dr. Freiberg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our White Coat Ceremony 2021. Thank you all for making time to join us here this afternoon. It's been a pleasure to host this event, and I wish you all a successful future doctor ahead. Thank you and have a pleasant day. Thank you, Dr. Risa, for the warmest congratulatory message. And let us welcome back our Associate Dean, Dr. Pryberg, for the closing remark.
Congratulations to everyone and to our first ever white coat ceremony. This event should be a little exciting and a little terrifying to our students as you are ushered into the world of thinking and learning about the practice of medicine. This ceremony emerges as a symbol of initiation, not one of completion. It is often commented that one takes on a new identity as one dons the white coat. Let this occasion be a symbol of professionalism and humanism and remains a tacit reminder throughout our students in the Gulyas College of Medicine the importance of teaching, role modeling, and demonstrating humanistic and ethical practice. Let us promote essential values of truthfulness, compassion, humility, and resilience to our students as they thread the new normal of their clerkship life. Once again, on behalf of the school, I would like to commend on each and everyone for a job well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Pryberg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our White Coat Ceremony 2021. Thank you all for making time to join us here this afternoon. It's been a pleasure to host this event, and I wish you all a successful future doctor ahead. Thank you and have a pleasant day.